mama behind MalibuMamaLoves.com, and I'm also a certified conscious trauma informed life coach. For many, it's not quite second nature to stand up for ourselves. People pleasers, empaths, people with really low self esteem, they all struggle with standing up for themselves. However, this is one life skill that everybody at every age needs to be aware of and know how to do. Honestly, I'm dreadful at it. And no matter how many times I get burned, it still is really hard for me to trust my instincts and my gut. The universe this year has been teaching me so many lessons on this exact fact. In fact, I recently just got pushed into a situation that we simply weren't ready for. And because I did not stand up for myself, and because I didn't stand up for my vision earlier on in the process, the whole situation became a nightmare. So I thought it would be really fun today to talk about how to stand up for yourself, some different tips on standing up for yourself, because I really want to encourage you guys to learn with me. It can change everything. And there really is an art to standing up for yourself. It doesn't have to be stressful or creating conflicts, right? When you do it in a matter-of-fact and calm way, others take you more seriously. And you will even start to believe in yourself more. You don't have to go fly off the handle. Standing up for yourself simply just means you're looking out for your well-being and bettering your mental health. It also means you're learning to set boundaries, which is essential for the success of our mental health. We've talked about this many times before. Now, we could go on and talk for hours as to why we have a hard time standing up for ourselves. But most commonly, it really does start in childhood. Whether you had maybe strict parents, where they put down a lot of rules and you were too scared to speak up and break them, so you just learned at a very young age just to go with it. Whether you were abused as a child, and possibly that is happening and you have now zero self-esteem. You could also just be scared of conflict and want to avoid that at all costs. In fact, I just wrote a quiz on unhealed trauma and trying to create awareness around that unhealed trauma that we all are carrying on in ourselves. That link is going to be down below, and I'll email you once you take that quiz a free personal assessment with healing solutions right to your inbox. So I really want to be sure that you get to take the time to go check that out, because it does. The first step in healing is to create awareness around the habits and behaviors that are not serving us. And definitely standing up for yourself is one of those. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and take that quiz, because it will create a lot of awareness around what's going on with you. But for now, let's go over 8 ways to really stand up for yourself and why this is so important. The first way is that you really need to understand that no is a good thing. Saying no is actually a really good thing, because it protects your true self, right? And it helps our mental health by not overwhelming us with so many things that we need to do, which also sets you up for failure when you're saying yes to everything and it just becomes too much. I run into that all the time with myself. So that's saying no is something that I worked on for a long, long time. And I'm starting to get okay with it, but it is a process. It's something you need to be aware of and continue to work on. Another tip when you are standing up for yourself, you want to really emulate your words with your body posture. Now think about it like this. If you are standing up for yourself from some situation and you come in and I really didn't like how you did that. Please, it hurt and I don't want you to do that anymore. Or if you come in, shoulders back, head up. Hey, I really didn't like how you did that. Can you please next time not do that again? See the difference there? Hunched shoulders, you're kind of like, I'm not going to listen to her right now. Shoulders back, head held high. You do start to pay more attention and listen to that. So your body language is super important, because we do read each other's energies. And if, like I said, if you're coming up, people aren't going to listen to you if you're all hunched over and kind of mumbling your words and not being direct and clear. The next tip is to really stay true to your words, okay? You may feel the need to apologize after you've stood up for yourself, and you don't want to do that. You want to set your boundaries and stay firm in those. Keep it short and sweet. It's okay. You don't need to apologize for being true to yourself. Practice whenever you can, because practice does make it stronger. Just like we say with the bullying, we do practice with our kids, or with mass shootings, we do dry runs in the house. What do? It's the same as if you're in conflict, right? Practice that, because it becomes more natural to keep your calm and to relay what's you're feeling, rather than hold it in knowing that it's going to explode later. So practice it as much as you want. You want to keep your sentences short and really to the point. You don't want to get into a lot of the emotions or the feelings. You just want to say, this is the fact, this is how I feel, this is what we need to do to fix it, or, whatever your solution may be. But practice it as much as you can. You want to consider how you could be giving too much. Okay, so I really want you to take the time to review and be secure within your own boundaries. Think about this. Are you saying yes too much, that it's creating a problem within your own life? You want to practice being really transparent and authentic, and figuring out what is really bothering you about this situation, so that you can identify it as honestly and as openly as possible. Next thing, this is a hard one to do. A lot of people struggle with it. Actually, this is the easiest thing for me to do. But a lot of people get triggered and are quick to react. But the reality is, when someone's attacking you, you really want to wait them out. Because this person, when they're in attack mode, they're not going to hear your point. They're angry about whatever is bothering them, and they're getting their point across. So standing there and arguing with them isn't going to get anyone anywhere. So I always recommend just wait them out. Know when it's time to leave. If they're attacking you and using a lot of really negative words, end the conversation, because it's not going to go anywhere. Walk away. Get yourself out of that situation, and take your time with your responses. Process what just happened. Process what the situation is before you respond. It's okay. You can have the time it takes to respond. You don't have to respond immediately. You want to remind yourself often that you do deserve respect. And this is something I'm talking to the people pleasers out there, the empaths who allow themselves to be disrespected because they can sense and feel how much the other person is hurting, so they don't stand up for themselves. And that's not okay. You want to really do some exercises to build that self-confidence. And that's why I suggest taking that quiz, because it starts to create that awareness. And if you feel it's right for you, I offer also a free masterclass. After you take the quiz and start to identify some of your traumas, I can work with you and go through this masterclass process where you really will start to learn to build that self-esteem, and to rewrite a lot of the traumas and beliefs, limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So please just remind yourself that you do deserve respect, and ask yourself this: you do respect other people. Why shouldn't they respect you as well? Do you have a valid, good answer for that? I bet you don't. So please be conscious of that and remind yourself. Again, I'm saying it third time, you deserve respect. 100%. Lastly, you got to stand up for your time, okay? I've said this before. Time is our biggest asset in this world. We can choose to do what we want with it. Do you really want to waste your time arguing with people that aren't going to hear you, as opposed to listening to your instincts, following what's true to you, and meeting your goals in life? So I want you to kind of be aware of that, and when you're thinking about standing up for yourself. Choose your battles, as they say. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today with you guys. I hope that you do practice standing up for yourself. Take that quiz. Start to learn a little bit more about your habits and what you're doing that isn't serving you. Because at the end of the day, and like I said, I just have gone through this, not standing up for yourself, you feel worse afterwards than you would have if you had stood up for yourself. Because the reality is, we get it worked up in our heads a lot that it's going to be super conflict or a major issue, or everyone's going to hate me for standing up for myself, when the reality is it's not that much conflict. And a lot of times people appreciate, hey, okay, I've met her boundaries. I can't keep pushing her on that. So think about that a little bit, you guys, and we will see you right back here on Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Give this video a like and make sure you subscribe up there so that you can get notifications first of our new videos. I hope you have a great day. Bye.